Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone mission video. And on this video, I'm going to show you all the easiest ways in which to take out the mission that is called You Don't Want to Know. Now, a very interesting mission indeed. There are 12 anarchists that you potentially have to take out. And I do say potentially, because you don't have to take them all out. And on this particular video, I have taken the time to ensure that there is definitely going to be a Horde option. And I say this for good reason at the start, because depending on when you get this particular mission in the Days Gone game, will depend on whether you have the option of this Horde or not. So anyhow, I've got 6 different methods that I'm going to be showing for this video, and just a couple of things to point out first of all before I get to the action. The first is that I'm only going to be using weapons that you would most likely have available to you at the time of taking on this mission. But given that this one is one of the late missions in the game that comes up, guaranteed you're going to have some pretty awesome weapons to be able to use to get the job done. And the second thing I want to point out is that the difficulty level in which I'm taking all these methods on in is Survivor 2 difficulty. So this, folks, is going to be as difficult as it's ever going to get for you. So, without any further ado, let's get right to it. Right then, as always, I like to start with a conventional method, but very unusually, I'm not going to be showing who actually assigns this mission, because that's something I normally do with these videos. And the only reason I'm not showing this is because I don't want to give away any spoilers whatsoever. So right now I'm just showing whereabouts all this action is going to take place. It's basically a two-parter, although the first part is a very quick affair indeed. Now the weapons of destruction for this method are going to be the Chicago Chopper and of course the BFG. The majority of this lot will get it with the BFG, but the Chicago Chopper is certainly going to be used to take out these first 2 anarchists. These are pretty much what is well, they're a sort of lookout, but they're not really going to present too many problems here. I'm not even going for headshots, just making sure that they're taken out very quickly. And it just means that when I get over to this camp here, that I don't have as many of them moving about. And when I get over here, it's worth knowing that there are only 6 anarchists right now in the picture. Another 4 are going to appear as backup. But I've got a bloody surprise waiting for them. So, very importantly, when I get over to this camp, I'm only looking to take out 2, because the reinforcements that come only ever come after 5 kills. I, so far, have taken out 4 of them. So, I'm just going to take the time to lay a wee surprise for these 4 bikers that are going to be coming in. 1 roundabout there will do nicely. And yeah, just looking to make sure that I'm okay to place this. That rock there, just a little bit up from that. That should take out easily 3, sometimes even 4. It's really... well, it's lady luck, to be quite honest, because the bikes never park in exactly the same spots every time, but they are normally over in roundabout those 2 areas. Okay, very nice. This one will do as the next kill. Now I'm just going to wait for the bikes to appear. Here they come. Let's see how lucky I get with this lot. Okay, that's fine. I've just got 1 to take care of. Good night. Oh, very kind of this anarchist here, just to make himself a very easy target. Okay, moving on. There should only be 2 of them left. Now, do be aware that sometimes there is only 5 in this actual camp area. I have seen this happen from time to time, but I am always counting and making sure that I get all of them, all of the 12. Doesn't always go that way, but there's one. And there should be another around here somewhere. So, just a quick scout around. And it looks like I've only had 5 in the actual camp itself. So, that's fine. I'm just going to take the time to actually check out the clues that are given here, because it actually shows you what has happened to the person that you're looking for, that's Myers. And unfortunately, this was the poor guy's fate. He was tortured off this bastard before finally being killed. Yeah, nasty. But don't worry, the very final method will have a special significance in how I'm going to take care of this lot, because it's going to be a rather brutal one for all of them. And there we go, that is the first method taken care of. Right then, moving on to the second method, and this is one of my all-time favourites. One of the most underused weapons in the entire game, and one of the most underestimated, because you can do so much damage with these bad boys. It is residue bolts. Now, I've made sure that I'm going to have plenty that I can use here. I've already got 6 loaded up, and as well as this, I can craft plenty more. So these 2 over here, they're going to get it straight away. I could just use one of the residue bolts, but there's no guaranteeing that the one that's under the influence of the residue bolt will actually kill the one that isn't, so yeah. Okay. Now, the second one here is going for his bike, and that's fine. If he manages to get over to the camp, then he'll start the action for me. But in this case, yeah, those 2 are going for it. So, for anyone who is not familiar with the properties of residue bolts, do know this. Once a person has been hit and they are under the influence, they will start firing at anyone. Anyone is an enemy. But not only that, once they have that blue sign above their head, that is essentially a death warrant for them, because these residue bolts are poisonous. They will eventually kill the person who is under the influence of them. So, guaranteed that's already, yeah, that's 4 of them right now that are under the influence. So, yeah, let's just sit back and see what this lot can do. Well, they're getting stuck in up there. See the Molotov going off. And of course, I'm just waiting for the 4 bikers that are going to be coming in. Yeah, I can see a lot of movement up there, but you know what? I've not got any clear shots, so I'm just not going to attempt any at the moment. And okay, yeah, I've seen that guy falling down there. And here we go. Here comes the cavalry. Obviously, I make sure that I'm not aiming towards the head area, always the torso here. Because this lot, that's the only armour that, well, it's the only protection that they've got, the helmets. But, you know what, that's 3 of them taken care of there. I'm actually going to make my way over to the main camp up here now, and just let them fight away. Because whatever's left, I can deal with from up here. I don't have to take out absolutely every one of them with residue bolts. And that one that was just going past there, I could have hit him with one, but you know what, it's all good. Just let him get over there and have a fight, and we'll see how he gets on. Okay, this might be the only one that is left up here. Yep, not seeing anybody else around here, so I will have my Chicago chopper at the ready now. Because eventually there is going to be one last man standing. Well, man or woman. Okay, this one is finally heading down now and is going to engage. And bloody hell. The ones that weren't under the influence have actually fared pretty damn well. So, good night. I'm assuming that is the last one. So, of course, as always, all I've got to do is to collect the proof of the kill. And what do you know? There is actually one biker left. Not a problem. Where's the Molotov? Just about there. How accurate am I here? Oh, very nice. What a way to finish this run. Okay, that is the residue bolts option. Well and truly taken care of. Right then, folks, the third run is all about a stealth option. And this one is as good as it gets. If you're low on resources or you just don't want to engage the enemy, this is how you can take care of this mission. And on the top right of the screen, that is no exaggeration. I am not going to fire one single shot. But what I am going to do at the very start is I'm going to place the bike up here. Just so that it's a little bit nearer where my escape method is going to come from, or my escape route from the camp, I should say. So, I've got the Chicago chopper at the ready, just in case I need it. No harm in being prepared. But these two have already gone, so they are going to be at this camp now. And that is absolutely fine, because I'm taking a very specific route to get into this camp. And it's right up here. By coming in this way, you can potentially not be seen by anyone. There is only going to be one anarchist that is going to give me any problems whatsoever. And I'm looking to take him out with a knife, if possible. Yep, that's fine. They're both looking the other way. And it's up here, because you normally always get one anarchist that is about here. And that's perfect. So he's over there. Very nice. And from here, because I know where I need to go to get the proof of the kill, because I've already shown this now. Yeah, while they're all busy over there, I'm just going to head right up here. This final area, obviously keeping crouched the entire time. And then here is my escape route. Down here. Up this way. Now at this point, if they do happen to see you, because they sometimes do, it doesn't matter. They'll be lucky if they even manage to get a shot off that's anywhere near you. But in this case, that was as stealthy as it gets. All I've got to do now is to make my way back to the bike. And again, I'm not actually going to be showing what happens when you get back to Wizard Island to show the proof of kill, because I don't want to give away any spoilers. It could be potentially one of two people that you see. So that is the stealth method, well and truly done. Alright then folks, moving on to method number 4, and this is all about incendiary bolts. Another fantastic way of taking out these camps, because the incendiary bolts obviously are pretty silent, apart from the odd screams that you get from the people that are on fire, of course. But these bad boys do an incredible job. And at this stage in the game as well, you'll probably have every skill under the sun, so you'll find that your bolts will be doing more damage. There will be no issues at all with any of these anarchists requiring more than one incendiary bolt per kill, that's for sure. But I do make sure that I have plenty available to use, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to hit the target every single time. So here we go. For these ones, I generally like to make sure that I start over beside their bikes, so that when the first one gets hit by an incendiary bolt, the second one usually is just making a bolt for his bike. Now, moving over here, again, I'm just going to pick them off as they present themselves. That one that's patrolling outside the camp is usually always my first target. Obviously, the one that's on the highest point there watching, he's going to be my next. And I know I've just got one more kill before I activate the 4 bikers that are going to be coming in. But this lot now are unfortunately alerted to my presence, but some of them should be heading down my way. And can I get this one here? Yes, okay. Now, purposely want to be over here so that I get a fantastic kill area in which I can take them out nice and quickly. I was actually hoping I might have got more than one kill off one bolt there because they were all so well congregated, but no, it doesn't matter. That's them. They're all done now. So, yep, I'll just craft another 6. That's it. Oh, I was going to head on over, but you know what? They're coming to me, so that's fine. That one didn't even make it to the floor. Again, I can see one over on my right-hand side. Well, center of the screen now. Are they coming down to play? No, that's fine. I'll head over and get them. Right, okay. I see movement up there, so let's just try and get up here quickly and get this taken care of. Unless they have actually gone down. And that's what it's looking like. I've definitely seen one at least. Oh, there we go. And right, I'm not going to get the shot there, but I will get it here. And there we go. I think that's it. I think I've got them all. Again, it's a bit of a strange one when it comes to this particular mission. Sometimes you do get 12 that you have to take out, and on odd occasions, it's 11. But right now, yeah, I'm happy. Job is done. Okay, moving on to the Horde option. So here is the Horde option, folks, and it's always very helpful when dipshits like this lot happen to have a camp that is right next to a Horde that is 125 strong. And in this case, it's going to be the Beasley Lake Horde. There is actually another Horde that is reasonably nearby. I could potentially get a second Horde in on the act here as well, but given the size of this bloody Horde, one is going to be more than enough. And not only that, once I've actually used the Horde to take out this mission in its entirety, I'm going to show how to kill the Horde after it quite easily. So, I'm heading right up to the very top corner here. It's this cave. I will probably start to get some shooting coming my way from the anarchists down there, because obviously I need to make sure that the Horde are... well, I'm going to try and hit a few here anyways, but I'm trying to make sure that the weapon I'm using is loud. And, yeah, Christ, I nearly took out one of the anarchists there anyhow. But all I want to do now is to get the bike well out of the way, and then I want to get back up here as quickly as possible so I can see the action. Now, I am taking a slightly longer route in order to get to the vantage point, just to make sure that I'm not actually getting clipped by any of these anarchists. But that's it now. They're going to have their hands full. Any of the attention that I was bringing towards this camp now is well and truly gone. But I want to make sure that I'm over here for the next part, yeah, because when this lot come into the picture, it's not going to be long until the majority of the Horde is going to be heading right back down over there. And if you're too close, you're likely to get spotted. I I'm definitely going to get the Horde's attention at some point, but I don't want it yet. Not until all of this lot are out of the equation. And yeah, this lot, well, you can argue whether they're brave or just fucking dumb. But you don't just bloody stand there with a weapon and fire them without bloody moving. But this lot clearly think they know better. And as you can see right now, yeah, they are all getting rather close. So I think that is all of the enemies taken care of here. So I'm just going to go around and the usual way that I tend to come into this camp, around the back entrance here. Now I am going to keep that suppressor in play here because I don't want the Horde being aware of me until I'm in the right position. And I don't know what the hell that one's bloody doing, but right. Yeah, there's usually always one or two stragglers. And the fucking inventory wheel, yeah. Right, get that tractor down. And here they come. So I do have the luxury of being able to use napalm molotovs, but anyone should be able to use these at this point in the game. Even if you're taking care of all these encampment jobs in a timely fashion when they first appear, this particular camp job appears well after you have the luxury of being able to use napalm molotovs, so everybody will have this option. Now I'm eventually going to take my last stand at a nice easy kill location, but it never does any harm at the moment to take out their numbers before I have to move, because they've got two areas that they've got to climb here, and yeah, they're nice easy targets when they're coming up this way. Not only that, they're well spaced out at the moment. This last section up here, I'm just looking to jump over here, make sure that I don't fall right down, and then I can take out the last of them in comfort. But truth be told, I don't think there's too many of them left now anyhow. In fact, there wasn't. There was less than 10. And there we go. That is another very nice way of getting this mission taken care of. And of course, taking out one of the biggest hordes in Highway 97. So, okay, I did promise a rather brutal last run, so on to method number 6. Alright then folks, for the very last run, it's going to be all about poison bolts. And I'm going to make sure I'm pretty damn close to most of this lot when they are getting the coup de grace. As always, just shown on the map where all this is taking place. It is in the northeast of Highway 97. And very picturesque here, you know, you've got the gravelly roads, but you've got the snow and whatnot, and yeah, and I'm going to have to spoil it all here by going really, really brutal. Now, there's never a nice way to kill them anyhow, but this one, when you see how they go every time, is, yeah, it's really nasty. At least with some of these other ones, they're, well, they're a bit more merciful. But I don't feel like being that way, given that I know what this lot did to Myers. There we go. That's the first one. This one, yeah, as usual, these dipshits come running over to the bike. But yeah, that was that. Yeah, I wanted this one to be personal. Make sure that they are all in close vicinity when they get hit by these. So again, heading over this way. But as I've said, I'm not going to be taking them out from distance. Just making sure that this one is definitely armed. Because as everyone knows now, especially, the inventory wheel is a bit of a nightmare to use at times. Here we go. That is when you're going nowhere. And yeah, I don't mind if they see me or not up here. Oh, that's perfect. Here we go. So there's one. There's another. Yeah, just making sure that I've got enough to get the job done here. Because of course by now I'm going to have the bikers heading over here. Now, this one over here, this is probably going to be about one of the longest shots that I'll take in this entire run. But now I'm looking to get the height advantage. Because I think that's the last of them that were in the camp. Yeah, all this lot are here now. It's just a case of where, because I'm not seeing them just yet. No, quite possible they may be coming into the camp in the same direction as what I did. So, do you know what? I'll just wait. There we go. Finally. Yeah, it's good enough for all of them here. And that's it. Just gonna... Yeah, if they just keep coming up one at a time like this is going to make life a lot easier. Not that it's particularly difficult anyways when doing it this way. Damn, how the hell did that hit the bloody helmet? Never mind. Yeah, because I know there's at least another two. This is just about done. Yep. I could just take the proof of the kill right now, but no. This particular run, well, I am going to pick it up, but I'm not leaving until I get the last anarchist. And there we go. Yeah. Revenge is sweet. And there we go, folks. That is this mission well and truly taken care of with a number of fantastic methods. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.